Data from the University of Maryland's Global Land Analysis and Discovery show that Belize lost 1,170 square miles of forest cover between 2001 and 2023. This is 640,000 acres of virgin forest. Clifford Martinez is the climate change coordinator at the Ministry of Agriculture.
The studies have shown and indicators have shown that indeed the competing sector, the damaging sector has been with activities related to land clearing for agriculture produce.
Research shows that when trees are cut down, the carbon they store is released into the atmosphere. These large land clearings are often undertaken for agricultural purposes. The agro-productive sector contributes just under 20% of the nation's GDP.
And also where the sector itself represents a large percentage of foreign investment earnings, as well as the population of individuals involved in the agriculture sector who benefit directly or indirectly. And as more importantly, the percentage of the labor force, the working force, which is in and around 30% of the labor force are from the agriculture sector.
Ironically, the effects of climate change, including unpredictable weather patterns and increasingly severe weather events, threaten the economic livelihood of persons working in the agricultural sector. Ever Blandon is a vegetable farmer and the secretary of the Valley of Peace Lagoon Farmers Cooperative, a small group of rural small farmers.
With climate change, it's very difficult to know when it will come, when we will have it. For example, 2 days ago, in the night we have as much water that we get in a whole month. So eventually that will put you in some kind of issue with the vegetable because, for example, cabbage, it cannot be more than 2 hours underwater and it gets spoiled.
That then leads to a trickle-down effect at the market and in grocery stores.
That eventually will be a loss to the farmer and to the market. I have seen because last year it was a flooding and the cabbage was ready to harvest. And some farmer caught it underwater, they were cutting, and when they carry it to the market, it gets spoiled. So it's something that it is a loss in all points.
For the farmer.
For the farmer and the consumer, eventually will have a high price in the market.
We're in the north, and so the more common one is the drought that has affected us for the past 3 years, that affected the sugar industry. As it relates to the influence of climate change on pests and diseases, we're still recovering from citrus greening in the south.
Connecting the dots from deforestation to the high cost of fresh produce at the supermarket may not be as challenging when the effects of climate change are considered. So what can be done to reduce these negative impacts from a policy standpoint? We asked the Minister of Sustainable Development, Orlando Habet.
I think one is land degradation. It is absolutely important for the Agriculture Ministry and the departments and us with the Sustainable Development Ministry to do agriculture in a sustainable way. Gone are the days where we just get bulldozers to tear down the forest and do agriculture. Also looking at the land use policy, which is now underway. Now looking at that land use policy, which land is appropriate for agriculture, which land is appropriate for land development in terms of urbanization. We see right now areas where, especially in the south, we go down the Hummingbird. When I was younger, I used to love to go down, driving down very slow because one, you want to see the beautiful scenery, and then two, because the road was curvy, so you have to be careful. But we saw agriculture happening in the valley. But now you see agriculture happening on the mountainside.
The future of Belize's agricultural sector is at stake. But 16-year-old rural farmer Jazir Sanchez remains optimistic. This week he participated in a climate change and agriculture forum organized by the Climate Change Office within the Ministry of Sustainable Development.
Me as a farmer, well, how my grandfather before he died, he left us land right there, And right there, the forest, we leave it right like that. We don't touch the forest. The forest is for sticks. When we need sticks to build a corral for the cows, we leave that for what, if necessary, we cut down. But if not necessary, we don't cut it down. We got enough land to plant. We got the backyard. We got the field in front of the house. All those land can be used not only for football.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.